Big and unfortunate news coming out of the Atlantic Division with Montreal Canadiens forward Jonathan Drouin out of the lineup for about 8 weeks with wrist surgery. It was bad enough with the video of him getting flattened by Alex Ovechkin, and now this. I mean, the one positive, if you can even find one, is that at least it happened early, but Jonathan Drouin is done playing hockey for 2019. The issue with a wrist injury is we have seen in the past that even when the player returns to playing action, it becomes difficult to, well, take a shot. Claude Giroux is one name in particular that I remember having a lot of difficulty. He obviously ended up getting back to it, but it took a while. It's such a shame for anyone, but for Jonathan Drouin in particular, the sun and the moon was expected of this guy when he was picked 3rd overall in 2013. He has the best season of his career with the Tampa Bay Lightning, is traded to the Montreal Canadiens, has to change positions from wing to center, and he struggled. At the end of last season, he struggled. So far this season, he was on pace for 30 goals and over 60 points, both of which would have been career highs. And although he wasn't on pace for the exact same goal or point totals, Paul Byron is going to be out of the Habs lineup for a while too. And the cruel thing about the NHL schedule is it stops for nobody. So now, what do the Montreal Canadiens do without Jonathan Drouin and Paul Byron? Who's it going to be who's going to step up? Sportsnet Montreal Canadiens reporter Eric Engels has a great piece up on sportsnet.ca, and 2 of the names he threw out there were Jesperi Kotkaniemi and Arturi Lehkonen. 2 guys with finish. That would certainly be nice. When I was thinking about it, I immediately thought Ryan Poehling. That might have had something to do with him lighting up the Leafs in his first career game last year. But as he's played 4 games and missed the start of the season with an injury, I don't know how fair it is to expect him to jump right into it. In terms of veterans, Max Domi and Brendan Gallagher have both provided their usual snarl and skill. I don't know if you can ask for much more out of Thomas Tatar. The guy was a cap dump and all of a sudden he's on a point-a-game pace and leading the team in scoring. You've gotten 3 goals out of Victor Mete, which is 3 more goals than you're used to. To me, the name that immediately jumps off the page is Nick Suzuki. He's such a skilled, gifted player. It's been obvious. Just not always on the score sheet. Oh, he's scoring and he's contributing, but in the absence of Jonathan Drouin, he has an opportunity to really establish himself in the Calder conversation. And even in absence of an individual trophy, he can just be an even bigger part of this Montreal Canadiens lineup. Now, luckily, Montreal is off to a good start, so if they do falter in absence of Drouin, they have a nice little cushion. They're currently 2nd in the Atlantic Division, and over their past 10 games, they have 7 wins, making them the hottest team in the Atlantic. So what do you think? In the comment section down below, let me know. Do you think Montreal is going to continue their excellent start? Are they going to continue being the hottest team in the Atlantic? And who do you expect to step up in absence of Jonathan Drouin? Like I said earlier, go to sportsnet.ca and check out Eric Engels' piece on Jonathan Drouin's injury and also Paul Byron's, and let me know what you think is going to happen. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends to keep your head up when Ovi's on the ice, man. That guy's like a brink truck with skates.